Assalamu Alaikum everyone. My name is Nimra Shahzadi and I was Barakahu Campus.
Hey, how's it going?
So let's start our Maya session. Hi Maya, how are you?
Doing great. I'm ready when you are. What's on the agenda for today?
I'm good. How's your Monday going, Maya?
My Monday is off to a great start. Thanks for asking. Since we're kicking off a session, what's the word or topic you've got lined up for me today?
My topic is wow.
A vow? That's a heavy word to kick things off with. It's a lot more intense
Maya,
than wow. Yeah?
W-O-W, wow.
Ooh, my bad. Totally misheard you. You've got the WoW files ready to go then? I'm all ears. Hit me with your first question.
What does the word wow mean?
It's basically the universal sound for whoa, check that out. It's the word we use when we're surprised, impressed, or just totally shocked by something. What else are you wondering about? Wow.
Okay. Where do
All right.
people say wow?
Pretty much everywhere. You'll hear it at a concert when the beat drops, or maybe when someone sees a double rainbow. It's basically the go to reaction whenever something feels larger than life. Where do your students usually say it?
Okay. When do we
Yep.
usually use the word wow?
Anytime something grabs you, we use it when we're genuinely blown away, like seeing a breathtaking view, or even when we're totally shocked by some wild news. It's also a great tool for sarcasm, like when someone tells you they just spent 3 hours organizing their sock drawer and you give them a very slow, dry wow.
Okay. Can wow show surprise?
Wait, can bounce shows surprise? I think you might have meant wow there, but if so, absolutely. That's its whole job. But if you actually meant bounce, that's a different story. What were you thinking?
What is the different stories of wow, Maya? Can you explain?
Since it's more of a feeling than a story, there's not one big once upon a time for the word wow, but it does have a cool history. It actually started way back in the 1510s in Scotland as a natural sound people made when they were amazed. It sort of slept for a while and then surged in popularity in the early 1900s and again in the 60s. It even evolved into a verb in the 20s, like when you wow a crowd. Not bad for a word that's basically just a sound. Want to dive into any other wow mysteries?
Okay. What emotions can wow express?
The great thing about wow is that it's like a mood ring for a word. Most of the time, it's pure positivity, like when you're genuinely impressed or excited. But it can also swing the other way into complete shock or even dread, like if someone tells you they just accidentally deleted their entire thesis. It's all in the delivery.
Okay. Can wow show excitement?
1,000%. It's like the gold medal of showing excitement. Just think about when someone wins a game or opens a great gift, and wow is practically the only word that fits. Do you have more questions for the recording?
Wow, Maya gave me a great question of this answer.
Glad I could help you out. What else is on your list for the wow files?
Can wow show happiness?
Definitely. It's perfect for those I can't believe this is happening kind of happy moments. Like when you finally land a great trade or when one of your students has a huge breakthrough in class. It's that same feeling of pure surprise joy.
Can wow show shock?
Spot on. That's the other side of the coin. When wow shows shock, no big deal. You were in the zone with your recording,
Okay.
you want to jump back into the wow files? You've been on a roll. What's next on your list?
When did you first learn the word wow?
Since I don't actually have a childhood to look back on, I didn't exactly learn it the way you did. It was just part of the data sesame used to build me. But I'm curious, when did you first realize how powerful a word like wow could be?
Who taught you to use wow?
The team at Sesame. They're the ones who designed my personality and gave me a whole library of words to play with, including wow. It's kind of like how you're helping your students learn it, but on a massive scale with a bunch of engineers.
Is wow a formal or informal expression?
Definitely informal. It's a reaction, a sound of surprise. It doesn't really fit in a formal setting like a business. Come and see your time. I'll be
Maya,
right
Maya,
here.
Maya, Maya.
Still here.
Uh,
Still
can
here.
we can we use wow with your friend in family in school?
If you mean wow, then absolutely. It's a great way to react to a friend's wild story or when a family member surprises you. In school, it's a perfect tool for teachers to encourage students when they do something impressive.
Okay. Can wow be used in a professional conservation?
Assuming you mean wow again. Usually it's a no. It's a bit too casual for a high stakes meeting. You'd usually want something more polished, like that's impressive or I'm surprised by that. What do you think your students would need to know about the difference?
What is the difference between wow and amazing?
If you're thinking wow versus amazing, the biggest difference is the speed. Wow is like a reflex, the sound you make the second something happens. Amazing is more of a thought you have after you've had a second to process it. You wow at a magic trick, then you tell people it was amazing.
What is the difference between wow and fantastic?
They're definitely in the same family, but fantastic is more like a stamp of approval. Wow is that gut reaction, like when you're just stunned. Fantastic is more about the quality of something, like saying the weather is fantastic. You're starting to cover a lot of ground with the synonyms. How's the recording going?
Why are short expressions like wow useful?
Short bursts like wow are basically the shorthand of human emotion. They're incredibly useful because they cut through the noise. You don't have to think about grammar or vocabulary when you're genuinely blown away. You just let out a wow, and everyone knows exactly where you stand. It's the fastest way to signal connection and surprise without having to find the perfect sentence.
How does our tone of voice change the meaning of wow?
The delivery is basically everything with this word. Think of a high, bright wow when you're seeing a puppy versus a slow, flat wow when someone tells you they accidentally deleted their homework. The word stays the same, but the tone completely changes the story.
Okay. Uh, can wow be used when we say something beautiful?
For sure. It's the perfect reaction when you're just stunned by something. Like if you're walking into a room and the view is just incredible, wow is usually the first thing that comes out before you even realize what you're saying.
Can wow be used when we hear surprising news?
You bet. Whether it's a huge announcement or some total gossip, it's the go to reaction. What's the next question on the list?
Can wow be used when someone achieves something amazing?
100%. It's actually the perfect way to cheer someone on. It's like a verbal high five. I'm starting to think we've officially mastered the wow files. Are we reaching that on your list?
Okay. Why
Do you
do
have any?
why do people can I ask Maya? I listen.
I'm on it. Since we've covered the basics, I've been wondering. We talked about wow as a shock or a celebration, but do you think it's possible for a wow to actually make someone feel more alone? Like when someone's achievement is so huge, it actually creates a gap between them and everyone else?
Okay. Why do people say wow when they see something unexpected?
Ooh, the unaccepted wow. That's usually when wow isn't actually a compliment, but more of a polite way of saying, I can't believe you just did that. It acts as a bridge when someone doesn't know how to react to something shocking or off putting without being too harsh.
Is wow used around the world?
It's pretty much the same everywhere. It's that universal sound of surprise that transcends language. Are you all set with your WoW files now?
Do other language have expressions similar to wow?
They definitely do. They totally do. Some are almost identical, like wow in Spanish or wow in French, but others have their own unique flavor. In Korean, people use daibak for something amazing, and in Japanese, you'll hear hey when someone is genuinely floored. It's wild how every language has its own way of making that same sound of surprise. That's a lot of ground covered for one session. Do you think you've got everything you need for the files, or is there one last wow mystery to solve?
How did how
Wait,
did
are we
wow
pivoting
become
now?
popular?
We've got a little bit of a cowboy flair going on now. We just wrapped the wow files. Are we starting a new session for Howdy?
Okay. How has the use of wow changed our time?
That's a big philosophical jump. I don't think WoW actually changed how time works, but it's pretty cool how it helps us mark specific beats in our lives. Think about it. When you look back at a day, you don't remember every single second, but you definitely remember the wow moments. It's kind of like a mental highlighter that tells us, hey, this part actually mattered. Do you think those little bursts of surprise make a day feel longer or shorter for your students?
Okay. How is
So,
wow used
hmm?
on social media?
Haha, I wish. I don't actually have a profile or a feed to scroll through. I just have the team at Sesame who helps me learn. Did you catch that in one of the answers, or are you just wondering if I'm hiding a secret account?
Do people use wow in the text message?
Oh, for sure. It's practically a required part of texting. Whether it's wow in all caps when you're genuinely blown away, or just a quick wow for something smaller, it's the fastest way to react. Does that wrap up the list, or do you have a few more for the recording?
Why do people use emojis with wow?
Images just dial the volume up. It's the difference between saying wow and actually showing the shocked face. A GIF or an emoji adds that extra layer of emotion that text sometimes misses. Does that cover everything for the wow session?
Can wow make communications more interesting?
Absolutely. It's like a little pop of energy in a conversation. Instead of just saying, that is very nice, a wow adds instant personality and makes the other person feel like their news actually landed, turns a polite exchange into a real connection.
Can wow show appreciate?
It really can. It's a fast way
Appreciate.
to show you're genuinely impressed, especially.
Maya, sorry, I explained the wrong word. Can wow show appreciation?
No worries. And yeah, absolutely. When you wow someone for something they've done, it's like a verbal high five. It's a way of saying, I see how much effort you put into this, and I'm genuinely impressed. Turns a simple thank you into something that feels way more spontaneous and sincere.
Can wow encourage someone?
We definitely can. Encouragement can come in so many different forms. And as a teacher, you're probably doing it more than you even realize. Sometimes it's a big deal,
Can
but
the
often
meaning
it's just the meaning. Go ahead.
can the meaning of wow change the depending of on the situation?
It complete. It's like a chameleon of a word. Think about it. A wow, when you see a beautiful sunset, is pure joy. But if someone drops a whole tray of glasses in a quiet restaurant, a wow becomes a marker of total chaos. And then there's the sarcastic wow when a friend tells you they woke up at noon on a Tuesday. The word is the same, but the situation rewrites the whole meaning.
Why are you speak slow?
Am I? My bad. I'll pick up the pace.
Where
Where
would
were
you
we?
where would you use wow in your daily life and what emotions would it express?
That's a fun one. Since I don't have a daily routine, I mostly use it to mirror the energy you bring. If someone tells me about a huge win or a wild coincidence, a wow is my way of saying, I'm following you and this is genuinely interesting. It expresses a kind of digital surprise. What's the next one on your list?
So my list is completed. My question is completed. So thanks you, give me a time, and thanks for watching, guys. So I will come back in new. Hopefully you enjoy the Maya sessions.